Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is gonna hopefully be a brief video about why the Sirens are definitely evil. I must admit that I wanted to do a character analysis video on the Sirens, just to be fair, before I do my Who is the Great Villain video. But let's just say I'm running out of time, and it doesn't show any signs of getting any less busy anytime soon, so I'm gonna do this video quick and dirty, and sort of in a way, a summary of my character analysis of them, and why they are definitely evil. So briefly, their characters are pretty much the classic cliche high school mean girls. They're mean, they're arrogant, they're selfish, they're hostile to even each other. I really hate them. Because, also as I've said before, they're simply the anti-main six, to the point of being basically the negative selves of some of the characters. I would say Adagio as Twilight, Sonata as Pinkie Pie, and Aria Blaze as perhaps Rainbow Dash. So, having gotten that off my chest now, I'm gonna say some good points about the Sirens and their character is that they do in fact have the ability to manipulate people and nudge them and turn them the way they want to. Also, they do happen to have a pretty good singing voice. It's just a shame that they decided to use that voice to, well, basically seduce others. Their power is definitely fundamental to not only their villainy, but to their character. How could it not? They have the power to charm ponies effectively to do what they want. How could this not affect their personality? You could almost say, maybe this is why they're evil. Maybe they were seduced by their own power. This might be true, but I don't think it is. I think, in short, the Sirens have choice. They could decide to be good or to not use these powers at all. They clearly have not, since they've decided to use their powers to gain even more power by hurting others. And remember, it's not having power that dictates whether you're good or evil. It's how you decide to use it. The other thing is that the main argument that people have tried to use to convince me that, oh, the Sirens, they're not so bad, they're doing this because they have to, is unfortunately wrong.
The Sirens were three beautiful but dangerous creatures who had the power to charm ponies with their music. But to maintain this power, they had to feed on the negativity and distrust of others. The more of this negative energy they consumed, the stronger their voices became, and the farther they could spread their dark magic.
In short, this means they're doing this of their own free will. They don't have to do this. They don't have to feed off of anybody to survive. It's their power that needs to be fed by negativity, not themselves. So this has nothing to do with them having to do this. They have to do this only if they wish to maintain their power. In short, if they want to have power, they have to hurt others. And besides, if this was true, this means that at the end of Rainbow Rocks, the Sirens are gonna slowly starve to death. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that that's not what happened. I'm gonna imagine that, oh, the Sirens, in fact, eat food just like everyone else. So if they didn't use their powers, they're not gonna up and die. So, no one's putting a gun to their head. There's no misunderstanding. We know what their intentions are. And more importantly, we know the reasons behind these intentions. They just want everyone in the world to adore them. This puts them firmly in the evil category, in the hostile category, in the let's go take them down category. That might be kinda harsh, but you know what? You might want to take this up with the main six. They're not exactly here to negotiate with the Sirens. They're not here to work things out. They're here to take them down. You know, I do believe in forgiveness, redemption, and all those things. But only when they're deserved, to be honest. Or more precisely, when the person actually wants to be redeemed. And to be honest, there's no evidence to support that the Dazzlings are not evil. That they do care, that they're not as bad as they've appeared to be in Rainbow Rocks. Discord and Sunset Shimmer both showed signs that they were not truly evil characters, even before they said, I'm sorry and all that. And I'll probably make a more in-depth video on those things later. But here, there are no such things. Here, it's clear that they simply are evil. Their only goals are to gain power by hurting others, and for their own selfish and petty reasons, enslave all of mankind, and then make them worship them. I'm open to the possibility that, oh, maybe they're not so bad, maybe there is goodness inside them. However, there is nothing in Rainbow Rocks that convinces me otherwise. And unfortunately, there's many scenes that convinces me that they are evil, because they're clearly hostile in just about every way possible. They're even hostile to each other. They only have their own interests at heart, and it almost in a way surprises me that they get anything done fighting the way that they do. It's almost a contradiction of how they can be fighting and then just go into a room and all of a sudden sing almost quote-unquote harmoniously. Again, the Dazzlings might have a redemption arc in their future, but I wouldn't bet on it. But you never know. Maybe there is goodness inside them. But if it is, it's hidden in there pretty darn good. Oh dear, I must admit I'd like to make a little bit more of a persuasive case of this and continue on these arguments, but I think I'm going to leave it here for now because, as I said, I'm kind of running out of time and I need to just get this done. I will end with the following, and before I say this, I mean this kind of casually and fun, and people are allowed to like and dislike and interpret characters however they want, but I feel a little betrayed here. Why is every pony being so nice to the Sirens after everything they've done and how they've clearly shown that they're hostile and evil and all they want to do is enslave us for their own selfish desires? How could you? Some people have even tried to make me be the bad guy. It's like, yeah, I'm hostile to the Sirens, but that's only because they're hostile to us first. I didn't start this fight, I'm just trying to do my best to defend Equestria and the main six and our human friends. Whose side are you ponies on, anyway? Oh, if you excuse me, I gotta go get some more tissues before my armor starts to rust. I'll see you in the next video where I finally decide who is the greater villain, Sunset Shimmer or the Sirens. This is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.